My name is Stephen Akintayo. Welcome to 360 Seconds in a Rolls Royce with me. And in this episode, I want to share with you the power of land banking. Many years ago, I remember coming to Lagos for the first time. Well, I thought I was coming to Lagos, and the house was said to be the house my mother had built. Before you know it, today now I know I landed in Songwater. We kept going. I kept dropping from the Okada and then to, pass a particular place and then move to another. And I kept getting pissed off. Why will my mother, okay, build a house in this suburb? I mean, why? I remember growing up in Meduguri for over 5 years. Okay, because my mother was a civil servant, she was a breadwinner. My father's business had crumbled before I was born. Hence, we had to live in a village that there was no electricity for 5 years until we moved out of the place. Even though it was our house, we had to be doing what we call shot put. Yeah, some of you may not know what shot put is, but I understand. You could Google it, maybe you get the answer. And for me, this was like a repetition of such lifestyle. But I was foolish. I later realized because that same house, as at that time, it was nothing. Today is worth millions. And it was the only house my mother left for us when she died because we had nobody. And we're just, I still had my siblings. I just finished school and we had nowhere to go. I remember in that house, some days we stayed for 3 days and there was no food, but at least we had a roof over our head. Even though she bought that land for 8,000 naira. Okay, today is worth a lot more. And from that experience, I've learned to invest in land banking. Today we have estates across the country, and we have a vision of having 200 estates across Africa. And just because of this, I do not look down on any piece of land. You see, the reality is this: many people have built lasting wealth with land banking. Okay, what are the ingredients you need? Number one, you have to have foresight. Number two, you have to be humble because you're starting, with a place that looks like it's nothing today. But years later, it's going to be worth a lot more. Land banking is basically buying land for the purpose of appreciation. You're keeping it for years and waiting till when it appreciates and you can sell it for a whole lot more money. Do you know that Redeemed Christian Center campground, the first set of properties there, landed properties there, was bought for 6,000 naira? Behind Redeem now costs millions. Do you know that Lekki, okay, phase one, you could still buy, or Lekki phase two, or Lekki generally, 15 years ago, you could still buy an acre for 25 million. Or you actually can buy almost 10 acre for 25 million about 20 years ago. And today, for you to get 10 acres, you're looking at 5 billion naira in Lekki. The truth remains, if you do not invest today, you will have to pay those who invested yesterday a whole lot of money. And of course, you wonder why you remain poor. You can be big, you can build wealth, not just for you, but even for your children's children. If you have foresight, if you are humble, and more importantly, if you execute. Go buy land somewhere, anywhere today, and leave it for years to appreciate. But if you're smart enough, you will buy land in the outskirts of cities. Okay, you will buy land in places that have future projects coming. You look at where is the people moving to, whether because they can afford the major cities, okay, or the main township, then where are people moving? And you want to quickly go get something there now. No matter how it looks, if you can get something in that place today, it will be worth a whole lot of money tomorrow, and you'll be glad that you did. I'm Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most sought after investment coach and serial entrepreneur. I hope you've learned a thing or two from this series. Feel free to shoot me message if you've gotten value. Follow me across all social media platforms. I love you. God bless you.
Stepehn Akintayo Consulting, expanding the frontiers of knowledge and wealth. To sign up, log on to www.stephenakintayo.com/coaching.